Okay, hello. Hello everyone. Thanks for joining me on this slightly grey Saturday afternoon. It's a hell of a lot cooler in here than it was the other day when we had Mad Thunder and stuff. Can somebody just let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay and see me okay and all that kind of stuff? That'd be amazing. And while I wait for that confirmation, I'll just caveat things by sort of saying that hopefully this stream will go a little bit better than the one the other day, where not only did my computer basically, so I spent all, I don't know, you know, some of you might not have seen it, but I spent the entire time bigging up Pixelmator and how amazing it was, only for it to then completely crash for about 5 minutes and destroy the stream, and then Unity sort of did a similar number and brought everything down to a screaming halt. And then one thing I didn't realise about streaming is that there's a bit of a delay, right, between what I say and the chat and all that kind of stuff. So basically what I say and when you get it, I think there's about 30 seconds to 1 minute delay. So I was doing this big sort of like goodbye, thanks for watching type spiel, and then ended the stream, and like when I watched it back I realised that I actually clicked end when I was halfway through. Well, didn't even get to the goodbye bit, I don't think. Anyway, you know, you live and you learn. Hopefully we'll get on a bit better. Today my wife's away. I know it's Saturday, but I thought I'd just I've been a bit lazy for a couple of days, so I thought I'd just try and implement the stuff that I drew on the last stream today, and with the knowledge that like I've got a lot of freelance coming up in August when the next little bit of stuff's kicking off from Monday, and it's a lot of buses are arriving at once with the freelance, which is great for like financial stuff, but I've got a feeling that August is going to be a bit of a slow one for game stuff. So with all that said, I figured we might as well do some stuff today whilst her indoors is out and about. Right, so yeah, I drew that computer screen stuff last time. I've tidied up a little bit and exported those PNGs, and what I'm going to do is just try and implement that journey of like using the computer and getting the thing that you need to get, or you know, some point up to that. Okay, so that's more than enough waffle. I'm just going to start doing things now. Cool, so we've got the hotspot here for Diane's computer is what we're going to be playing with for now. You'll do a sort of puzzly interaction type thing and get rid of her. She'll disappear, and then you can use when you do that, obviously sets a variable to true. Variable, I think, is called what's that variable called? Local Diane gone will be set to true, and then that does two things. One, it will enable this hotspot to do something, also use the computer, and two, it will change the nav mesh from this one to where is the nav mesh? Navigation, nav mesh, Diane gone, which is pretty similar. I don't even know why I can't. But they're more or less the same, but that one Diane gone goes to a slightly further point, so you can walk towards the computer to use it. Okay, yeah, that's more than enough explanation-y type stuff. So let's actually create the interaction for this Diane computer hotspot, shall we? I will do use one at some point, but let's do. Look at one, but let's do the use one for now. So we need to walk to a marker. We need to create a marker in that case, don't we? Which is going to be more or less here, I guess. Why? Oh, do you know what? That's the whole bloody hotspot. What am I doing? Where's the marker? There's the marker. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do that. We want to make him face the computer. One thing that really confuses me, and I know I'm not, because I'm not very computer minded, and maybe this is a very standard issue thing, but that rotation thing always catches me out, right? I've no idea why 90 would transform the thing like anti-clockwise and or counterclockwise, and minus 90 is clockwise. It just doesn't make sense to me, and I guess that is I guess that's a standard issue computer nonsense thing that I don't get. Anyway, right, what was I doing? Diane's computer, let's go back. Okay, so where's the marker? Diane's computer, walk to that, blah, 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 walk to that, face after moving, fine, and then create the interaction. So I guess first thing we want to do is check that variable, right? So it's a local variable, Diane gone. If it is true, we're going to go over here. I just realised actually. No, I've done that wrong, because if Diana hasn't gone, you can't walk there because you'll just walk straight all over it, right? So Diane's computer hotspot, we're not going to walk to it. We're going to do nothing. We'll turn to face. Yeah, and then what we're going to do is check that variable there, and then if it is if the condition not met, which means if Diane gone is false, we're going to have our main character say I don't think she'd like that. And that'll do for that one. But then if she has gone, we are going to move to the point at that point. So character move to point is the player. We go Diane's computer, wait until finish, copy marker angle, and then we can have maybe a little bit of dialogue. Let me just, I realise you might not be able to see what I'm even typing very well unless you're on a big screen. Apologies for that, I can't really zoom in any further. Anyway, you can get there and say, okay, here goes. Or something maybe a bit nicer and funnier. Engage hacker mode. Engage hacking. That'll do. It's not very funny, I know, but it's funnier than here goes. Again, feeling the pressure of having to be funny on demand, but there we go. Let's do a camera fade out. Yes. And once that's faded out, we can do a scene switch to, what did I call the scene? Diane computer. Okay, so let me just check that. So check the variable. If she's not gone, he says, I don't think she'd like that. If she has gone, he walks there, faces it, says, okay, engage hacker mode. Screen fades out, and we change to her computer screen. Okay, that's everything we need to do in this one then. Hi Pavilion, good to see it. By the way, I'm hoping that Unity isn't making loads of lag like it was last time. I changed, there was a setting in the streaming thing to be to low latency, which I don't even know if my internet can handle that, but you know, hopefully it's watchable, or if you just got me on in the background, it's listenable. Okay, Diane computer. I've set the scene up in as much as we have this. Which has nothing in it. But it was a sort of copied scene from another one, so it still has it's still got this sorting layer and stuff, which we don't need, but whatever. Whilst I've got it open, I'm going to go to the build settings and add open scenes, which means that the game will actually experience it, which will show it. And now I'm just going to chuck in my scene artwork stuff. So let's create a new folder down here. Call that Diane computer. I'm just going to make this a bit smaller. So I exported the PNGs from the stuff that we did the other day. So I've got the desktop background, the email, the to-do list, the Word, Microsoft Word thing, and then everything as a whole, because I'll smush this down and distort it to fit on an actual computer screen in the scene, because currently it doesn't look right. It looks like it's a completely different computer screen that she's looking at. Excuse me. But we don't need full desktop here, I don't think. So, drag them into there. Yep, cool. Get rid of you, make you big again. And then I'm just gonna do the old crunch compression job. Crunch compression, apply. That'll take a couple of seconds. I didn't do there, the iOS thing, which is this ASTC 5x5 block, according to Jeremy. I haven't tested iOS yet. I would like to. I need to get a like a developer license, which is $99 or something. So just putting off buying that until I get too far down the line to be able to fix anything. Right, set geometry. In you pop. There we go. And let's see. In you go. In you go. Notes. In you go. And in you go. Okay, so background is on layer 1. We want the email to be 0. We want that on 1. We want that on 2. We want that on 3. We want that on 3 as well. And we are going to add a remember visibility script to all of these. Because I might not need it, but I'm just going to do it anyway because it seems to help. And they're going to be disappearing and reappearing, so we might as well just give them all that. What's everyone doing today, by the way? All 9 of you, let me know what's going on this slightly cooler Saturday. Well, it's slightly cool here in the UK anyway. Right, so you will come in here and you will be faced with, actually, which one's word 2 is, wants to be off, I think. Does it? Let's have a look. No, word word 1 is on and word 2 is off at the start. Let's just see what that looks like. I've got that the parallax stuff on, which we don't want. Okay, that's correct. We also don't want the inventory to show. Right, first of all, okay, let's do one thing at a time. Camera, game camera, nav cam 1, get rid of all this cursor influence stuff. Follow cursor, there we go. If you highlight a group of them, you should be, oh, okay. Well, I've done it now. But noted. It didn't take me too long to do that before. But anyway, one thing I want to say, what I'm going to do first is save that. I'm going to get rid of the inventory icon thing. And the way I'm going to do that is by copying how I did it in the elevator, because I can't remember how I did it. Like this. Why are you doing this in 4K res? Does it not make trouble porting for, let's say, Nintendo Switch? It might do. I just figure that you know, resolutions are only going to get better. 4K is only going to become more and more standard issue, and there's a sort of future-proofing thing. I think you can always, because you can just spit the game out in a lower resolution. I think someone might correct me if I'm wrong about that, but make it higher the better to begin with, is my inclination. I could be way wrong about that. Anyway, yeah, so this lock menu, inventory, and then hide menu element, inventory icon, inventory button. Copied that. Let's go back into Dying Computer. Yeah, save that. Cutscenes on start. Paste in there. Make this the front thingy. Get rid of you. So Weenie Walker Game says, can you save that action list as an asset? That way, whenever you need to hide the inventory, you already have it built once. Yeah, that, if I was smart, that's exactly what I would do. And to be honest, there are quite a few instances in the game where I should be doing that, where I've got like an asset, sorry, an action list saved as an asset, and I just call that. However, I'm flying by the seat of my pants a lot of the time, and thinking in the now, and because this is literally just two blocks in the action list, I figure it's not like the end of the world. But anyway, if I test that out, I do a lot of testing for no reason. I should just make more changes. Yeah, okay, it's gone. Cool. Still use that one though. I think I'll keep the pause one on because you might like to pause the game. Although I probably, what's annoying is the I need to shrink everything a little tiny bit, or shrink the background one a little tiny bit to be exactly the same size as the camera. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'll do. Yeah, test off and you know which changes cause the bug. Yeah, I mean I just do it as well because I'm like addicted to the hang on, what's just happened there? Oh, no, forget that. I'm addicted to the way you can just do something and have it instantly appear. Right, so we're set up. The aim of the game here is going to be that you need to just basically close these things, reveal the email, the character will then say, oh, okay, the activation password is busy work, and then wait a couple of seconds, and then it will spit you back out into the scene. I think that's enough in terms of gameplay. So we need some hotspots, don't we? Let's get some. Oh, let's get some hotspots going. What am I doing? Hotspot 2D. So max off blurb. So blurb X. We'll call these the X for each one. Add that. Notes X and email. Do you know what? I don't think I need an email one, but what I will do is the blurb down. Blurb down. So as in I'm talking about the arrows here. Down arrow. And up arrow. So I'm doing a lot of heavy sighing, which might be annoying. Damien says, I'm new here, so I have a lot of questions. Are you doing graphics all by yourself? Yeah, I am, yeah, with varying results, but it's going okay at the minute. This was something I drew on the last live stream, but I did this on sort of Photoshop, whereas normally I'm hand drawing in a variety of like iPad-y type apps, because I prefer to like literally draw rather than use the computer. Okay, let's start positioning some stuff. I mean, handily, that is basically exactly the same the size it needs to be. Is it? Do you know what? It is good enough for me, that. Okay, what we want to do, let's test out Weenie's tip here. I'm going to remember a hotspot on these because some of them will be activating and yes, perfect. Okay, so the up arrow one is going to be off at the start. We're going to move that to there. Notes X we can deal with in a minute, can we? How do you quickly... I'm being stupid, how do I like temporarily disable one of these so I don't... Oh, I just move it in the layer, can't I? There we go. Hello, Eugene. Notes X, let's move that guy to there. Let's make note 0 as well, and then the email one. No, not that. Oh no, we didn't have one for the email one, did we? But we can have the up arrow one there. I think, you know, it might be nice as well to, because you're going to click these off one by one to reveal the email. I don't know if it's like overkill to link these three and these three up to the associated apps to let you click about, but I feel like that's just inviting too much complication to what is really something that I could have avoided altogether anyway. This whole thing could have just been the character goes, okay, I've got the password. I don't know why I've gone down this road. Anyway, that was one. Notes was 2. Word one was 3, as was that. Let's make that 4 just so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, we've got what we need to start making some action lists, I guess. So let's do these up and down arrow bits first, because that might be fun to see in action. So blurb down arrow blurb up arrow is off, right? Blurb down arrow is on here. Weenie says, if you wire up the buttons, would the player know to open them, or would that be too esoteric? I mean, I guess you could close one and then reopen it, but well, I don't know what I'd be adding other than just confusing people. Whereas I guess at least if it's just close the things. I guess I could maybe do hotspots and just have the player say, I don't think that's going to help me, or something, until they find the X's. I'll figure that out in a minute. Which is the famous catchphrase, isn't it? Right, we're going to go computer script. So I've added a little mouse. I don't know how to make a mouse permanently the cursor for this scene, but I've added a little arrowy type thing for interactions on this, and we'll see what that looks like in a minute. Right, what am I doing? No marker, nothing. Don't do anything as the character. Create. Oh yeah, single use, that's what I meant. Triggers interaction instantly. That's what I was looking for there. So we don't need the player to do anything, obviously. Blurb down arrow. Let's go into our interactions then. We've got that, and what's that? What that is going to do is visibility. We're going to what am I looking for? We're going to make word 1 invisible. No, actually, let's do it the other way around. We're going to make word 2 visible, and then we're going to make visibility. We're going to make word 1 visible, and stop that. No, sorry, what am I doing? Invisible. Okay. And then also the hotspot. The down arrow turns off, and God, I'm losing my mind. Hotspot. Enable or disable. The up arrow is enabled. Okay, so let me just check that the up arrow is off to begin with, and that is on to begin with. Yeah, okay. And then for the up arrow, it is almost this in reverse, so I might just copy that and then swap things about. The up arrow, we are going to do computer screen 1. It's going to be a single use interaction that triggers instantly. Create that up arrow, paste you, get rid of you. So if you press the up arrow, word 2 is invisible, word 1 is visible, that is enabled, and that is disabled, I think. So let's see if that works. Yes. Okay. Hey, that's good enough for me, that. You can't click that one there, and you can click that until it goes there. Okay, cool. That's simple, but that's all it needs to be. Blurb X, let's create you. Single use interaction. Triggers instantly. Computer screen mouse. Create that. Action asserter, and that is all that's going to do is Oh, not transform. Invisible. Just gonna make word 1. Invisible. Copy. It's going to do the exact same thing for word 2, just so they're both covered. And then it is going to disable a bunch of hotspots, right? So it's going to disable blurbex. Copy and paste after. It's going to disable the down arrow. Sorry, voice is going a bit funny. It's going to disable the down arrow, and it's going to disable the up arrow. Hotspots. So hotspots there. So the 2 things go away. Let's give that a little test. Okay. Yep. Click that. And it's gone forever. Okay, cool. I need to change the labels on those hotspots though. Where's my label? Blurb down arrow is just gonna be a space. That's nothing. Hi Tom, in the USA. Good to have you here. It's very exciting stuff. In fact, that's going to be that as well. They're all going to be nameless. What I'm going to do, I think I'll link up the logic of getting rid of these things, and then I'll do like an on start cutscene that signposts. He'll go, oh look, she's writing this terrible book, and say somewhere on here there should be there should be an email or something, and maybe in that case I can have like all roads leading to Rome almost, where you can get rid of each one, or you can click on them and their sorting layer will change to be above or below the others. Is there an easy way in an action list to, like, Weenie, you might know the answer to this. Is there an easy way in an action list to, instead of saying your sorting layer becomes like 10 and then that one has to be like, you know, just make it above or below others? Because otherwise that's going to be a bit complicated. Yeah, let me know. Anyway, let's crack on. The Notes X one. In fact, let me take the Blurb X one. Just copy that. In fact, I can just copy the whole thing. Copy the whole thing for now. Notes X. Now we need to make the interaction. Single triggers it instantly. Use interaction. Do nothing. Computer screen. Create. Cool. I wonder why. Why that's giving itself a silly no name thing. I have to rename that. Oh, is it because I just renamed it in the label? Who knows? Anyway, let's paste after, delete you, auto arrange. So we're going to get object visibility. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. Object visibility that we want to get rid of is notes. You can go away. Hotspot, disable Notes X. I think that's it. Then these two can disappear. Might be a way says Weenie. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, just to make them pop out, be the foremost thing when you click on one of those buttons. Again, maybe just making this way too busy for myself, but okay. So you can go up and down there. You get rid of that. You can no longer do that. All you can do here is do that, and that reveals that. Maybe the answer isn't to link these up. Maybe it's just to. Maybe I can link these up, bring them back up, but they just go back up in the order they were in. Forget about it. Do you know what? Let's just do what we came here to do. Don't worry about that later. So that will go down, and then I have engine wait for about 2 seconds. And then I'm going to make the character say, is the player, no, not, I always do that. I always think it's character rather than dialogue. Huh. So, not huh. Bingo. So the password is, that password. The activation code is busy work. Okay, so the activation code is busy work. I mean, I don't really know. And then I guess it could just spit you out after a second. So get rid of that. Get rid of that. Another line I'm going to say, oh, I better go tell Amy or something, which is what you need to do as the character. Go tell that to Amy. Oh, do you know what would be great? Do you know what I might do? Is just wait another second and then have it like turn to like a blue screen of death. That's a simple way of stopping you from having to come back, or getting people to come back, isn't it? It is busy work. I'd better go tell Amy. And I think I have a variable set up for that, do I? As it has HR password. Yeah, has HR password. So I'm going to set that to true. Has HR password is set to true. Cool. On start, I'll figure out ways to kick you out of that in a sec. I'm just gonna wait like 1 second and then have the character say like, okay, so the password should be on here somewhere. So that the activation passcode for the elevator passes should be on here somewhere. Okay, so we're going to do that. Let's have a look. Cheers, Weenie. I might. Don't worry about it, mate. For now. Okay, telephone password should be on here somewhere. Yeah. Are you going to want to click these? Do you think? I guess what I could do is set up a little thing. Oh, do you know what I might? This might be a bit sneaky or a bit cheaty, but I might set up hotspots for those and then just make them play like a, you know, like on a computer when you've got the sound of like the computer's not responding, like a little bong or a naughty bong. Because then by process of elimination, if you go bonk, 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 and none of that works, that's ironic, then all you can really do is go up and down on that, close it, read that, close it, and then he goes bingo, so the activation code is busy work. I better go tell Amy. Is that long enough though? You gonna? I left that 2 seconds. Maybe then you need to close that, and then that'll get you out of here. Because then it gives you the opportunity to read that yourself. Yeah, I'll do that. So let me just, next one funny. Let me just duplicate that. Rename you to email X. Create one. Rename you email X. Yeah, where have you gone though? Let me just bring you right to the front for a sec. Email X. Oh, hang on. Being stupid. Email X, there we go. And then pop you back in the background again. So the action list is just gonna do you know what, let's do this manually. Objects, let's get rid of you. Visibility, it's email. Where's it gone? Email goes away. Visible, invisible. Hotspot, enable or disable. We're going to disable email X. I wonder if I ought to. Hang about. Get rid of that, disable that. Would closing the email be a logical exit though? Would players think that is what they need to do? I don't know, man, you're right. Like, no is the answer, but I worry that they're just not going to have enough time to read that. And if I wait too long before the character says dialogue, they might think nothing's happening. Maybe I'll just throw in a line that says, let me just close this and get out of here. I know that doesn't really make sense in context, but it's a sneaky workaround, I think. So I'm going to disable that, and then we are going to fade out the camera. Wait to finish. And then we're going to switch the scene. Switch previous, does that work? And I will need to make a new marker so that he starts in the right place for that. But yeah. Okay, so that closes that. He says, I better go tell. I better. So I'm just put. Let me just close this and go, and I like the blue screen of death. Yeah. Can you think of an elegant way to make it so that the player has enough time to read that thing? Maybe he says it, then there's a delay and they don't know what's happening, and then it goes boom, blue screen of death. Then I just wonder, like, I'll look at the scene. Let me just play it for a sec. Thinking is hard. Yeah, right, so that goes away, that goes away. Bingo, so the activation goes busy work. Let me just close this and I'll go tell Amy. No, you're right, closing it doesn't make sense, does it? Why would you close it? How long does it take to read this? I'm going to be really stupid and just read it out loud with a timer on. Stopwatch. Hi Diane, as per my previous email, and the email before that, and the one before that, we need someone to set up the new security passes for the elevators above floor 5. I've put the passes in the filing cabinet in the lobby, but they need to be registered in the system with the following activation code. Busy work. Thanks, Jay. I mean, that's 17 seconds. That's way too long to just have nothing happening. I mean, you know, in the interest of, like, when he says if you did want to make the buttons work, make the player reopen stuff so the worker doesn't know anything has been messed with. Yeah. So then click these to open them back up, right? And then I could have logic to say, no, I'd better open them up in the order they were in. As a sort of mini puzzle. That's kind of a puzzle, is it? Remembering two things. Anyway, let's just see what happens if I do that. Cannot load previous scene as no data is stored. Oh dear. Well, forget that then. Let's just do it as a not previous, switch to HR. Yeah. Yeah. Busy work. So you say I'd better, you're a genius by the way, I think this is the way to do it. I'd better just I'd better just open everything back up and then I'll go tell Amy. Although, I've just realised something. That notes hotspot. Shouldn't be on at the start. It should be off. And by clicking on the blurb X, you should hotspot. Oh, hang on, what am I doing? What? Oh, no, I always do. I'm doing that again. The notes one is off at the start. The blurb X. Did I turn the other thing on? No. So when you click that, you need to turn the. You need to turn the hotspot on for the thing underneath it, which is the notes one. Yeah, that makes sense. And then likewise, the hotspot for email one should be off at the start, and then notes thing email. I've lost my mind. What am I doing? Email X. We actually want to forget all of this, don't we? In that case. Yeah. Cut all of this nonsense. And we want to just have that be a dialogue where it says, I don't want to close that. I should make everything look like it was. I should make everything. I should get everything. I don't want to close that. I should get everything. I should make everything look like. I'm so stupid today. I should make everything look just as it was when Diane was using it. And that's that hotspot. Let me just test the whole thing and then figure out. So then, yeah, then you'll want to reopen stuff, I guess, using those other things. Activation passcode for elevation should be on here somewhere. You can do that and that. Cool. You can get rid of that. That hotspot didn't disappear. Oh no. There's some seriously bad logic error going on there. Right. Blurb X. Hotspot disable. Hotspot disable. Word 1 becomes, when you click the X on blurb or word, becomes invisible. They both become invisible. That hotspot disappears. The up arrow hotspot is disabled. The down arrow, oh, because down, silly. That's why. That's why. That'll be an error in my copy and pasting, I think. Right, activation password should be somewhere here. You can go up and down. You can click that, and then you can't click those arrows anymore because they don't exist. That goes away. Bingo, so the activation code is busy work. I'd better just open everything back up and then I'll go tell Amy. Sorry, I'm just getting a bit confused. That is going to enable the hotspot, even though he's just going to say I don't want to close it. I'm going to enable the hotspot anyway. For the email. Right. So, at that point, what you will need to do as the player, I guess, is click these three. So we do need to create hotspots for these, and I guess we want some little local variables to say if okay, yeah, so we're gonna when he says okay, I found the thing, we're also gonna set a variable a local variable, we're going to create a variable that says no, we don't need to create a variable, sorry. Get rid of you. We can use the global one for the password, right? Because we set that has the password there. Cool, so I can use that. Keep it simple. Let's create some more hotspots, guys. S B I S cool. You don't need a name either. B B and I. I'm not even sure if we need the I, to be quite honest with you, but let's stick it in place anyway. Starting to wish I hadn't drawn the things on the taskbar, because I'm now wondering if I need the ones for these as well. Probably. But I guess actually if I wire these up I can just duplicate them for that, can't I? Don't need to do things twice. SBI. Okay. So the notes one needs to come first. Do I want to get as complicated as to say you need to click them in the right order? And if so, how will I do that? Is check variable, is thing visible? Let me do it the simple way first. Right. What am I doing? Why have I made this so complicated? Create user interaction for that, and that is a computer screen one. Create that. Rename it. S. Action list editor. Okay, variable. Check. Global. Has the password. If it is true, what we're going to do is S is for the notes one, right? Solo job. Object. Visibility. Notes. We're going to make that visible. If we don't yet have that password, we are going to do sound play one shot, and for now I'm just going to use this ding. I'm going to copy all that. No, if not, I'm just going to duplicate this, rename you B. Duplicate you and rename you I. So B is the word one, so word one. I is the email, although I don't necessarily follow the logic of that. And I still don't quite know how this is going to result in getting out unless I do a sort of, it needs to be in the right order. Hang about, why aren't they on? Inspector. Hotspot. So they all set it off or something. Well, let's give them all a remember hotspot. On. Actually says that have the password true. If not, you play ding, wait till finish. Wait till finish. Notes. Word. Wait till finish. Oh, it's because I've got mute on. Is it? Is it because I've got mute on? Something ain't right here. Something ain't right. Computer screen enabled triggers action instantly. Oh. Hang on. S. Computer screen. I didn't even. What am I on here? B. I. Is that right? I don't know why that's not. It might be because of that. Right, I know that's a weird ding sound, but why is that one working and the others aren't? Let's investigate. That won't be the final sound. So I, triggers action instantly, single use, triggers action, computer screen enabled, player do nothing. B, computer screen enabled, B, computer screen interaction, do nothing. S, computer screen, triggers action instantly. Huh. Well, I'm very confused, to be honest. Play the ding. Visible. Oh, why is it not working then? Why on earth isn't it working, guys? Going out of my mind. Let's. Sorry, my sister's just sending me about 4,000 text messages. Well, kind of me confused about this, to be honest. Why is that one working and the others aren't? Well, talk about massively overcomplicating something that didn't need to be that complicated. Okay, let me just see if everything else still works. You can do that, you can do that. That goes away. That goes away. Those hotspots aren't working full stop. That's really odd. No matter what's going on. And why is that? I haven't ticked anything weird, have I? Walk to marker, none. Object to highlight, none. Limit to camera. Single use interaction. Triggers action instantly. Triggers action instantly. Triggers action instantly. IBS. Do nothing. Remember hotspot. Ugh, what's going on? It's not like. What is going on? Check that variable. Object becomes visible. Word 1, notes, email. That's pretty bloody bizarre. You're working. Why aren't you working? I'm properly stumped, man. Like, there isn't any weird, like, turn hotspots off stuff, is there? On start, inventory, I'm just going to enable all the hotspots. Enable that. Enable that. Enable that. What a palaver. Never really had anything go wrong with Venture Creator, to be honest. I just wasted about 10 minutes doing nothing. No, see, you're still not loving life. Triggers action instantly, does nothing. It's single use. Computer screen one, enabled. And B, let's turn you off, turn you back on again. Does nothing instantly. B. Start, yeah, move to start. It's not anything weird, like I've got my variable set to. How's the password? No, it's false. Sorry if this is really boring, but it's quite an interesting. Yeah, good shout. Save it, leave the scene, come back. If that does it, that's really just annoying, to be honest. No, I wonder if it's not because it's like, oh, do you know what it might be? It's because they're sitting under where the inventory icon button is. I think that's what it is. Look, if I move them, if I move the S one, for example, to over that instead, I bet that works. In which case that's going to be super annoying. Also, I seem to be able to make the character. Is there a way to just completely disable the character? Because in some of these scenes, where the character, I've put a nav mesh over here somewhere, and sometimes when I click somewhere, I can hear the character like walk, like his footsteps sound, like he's obviously walking around the nav mesh in it, like off screen. Yeah, there it is. It's because these things are sitting over where I've disabled the inventory, which is quite annoying. But maybe not the end of the world, because I might just move them down here, because I can have these go, these will work fine, and then just get rid of these icons entirely. Alright, well, such is life. What is the S1 solo job? Okie doke. Well, at least I figured it out. B, come with me. And I know that's a weird ding. It's not. It's just because I have that ding. I will find like a computer fail sound for that. Okay, so I'm going to need to find. I need to get a version of this screen without these on there. Yeah. Right, now I need to figure out how to make him do stuff in the right order. So if you get to that point and the God, my poor brain, man. If you get to that point and you try and open the Microsoft Word one before you open the Notes one, it will say, no, I need to open things in the right order. And I think that is enough. Without massively stress testing it, I think that's it. So let's create a local variable then for that, which we're going to call we're going to call notes is open, which is false at the start. So, okay, we've closed everything. We've got to the point where you've closed this, right? And you said, okay, cool, I've got the password. Let me just open everything back up. That sets the has HR password thing to true. It enables the email X, although if you push that, it says I don't want to close that, I should open everything back up. So at that point, what you need to do is open, is click on this, which makes notes visible and sets the variable notes is open to true. So at this point you are going to, but if you try and open the word one first, we're going to check that variable. Right, if you try and open the word one first, you're going to check notes is open. Has inspected tree does not need to be in this scene whatsoever. We're going to check if it's open. We're checking if not, and if it is open, well, hey, you're gonna. Nope, you're not gonna do that. You're gonna make word visible, and then we'll go on from there. If it's not, the character is gonna say, nah, that wasn't the order the windows were open in, and make you do it again. But if you've got that right, wait, did I make this one? Yeah, cool. Right, okay. That becomes visible. We're going to wait like a second, and then we're going to say awesome, Diane will never suspect a thing. Then we're going to do camera fade out, wait to finish, switch the scene, scene switch by name. We're going to switch to HR. We're going to see if that works. Good luck, everyone. Right, so these just play a little ding. It won't be that ding. Don't worry. Yeah. It'll be like bonk, like a computer noise. You can read that. You can get rid of that. You can read that. You can get rid of that. Bingo. So the activation code is busy work. I better just open everything back up and then I'll go tell Amy. I might change that to better just cover my tracks. If you try and click that, then he says, I don't want to close that. I should make everything look just as it was when Diane was using it. Big test. Right, if we try and open this. Nah, that wasn't the order the windows were open in. Opens that back up. Oh, I need to do that. The same for that then. Awesome. Diane will never suspect a thing. Success, although she won't be there and I need to make that a different starting marker. Okay, let me just quickly, if you click I, we want to just check that variable for that as well. Local notes is open. If it is true, if notes isn't open, you can click I'm not sure I even need this, you know. What was I trying to counter? Yeah, save, you're right. What was I trying to stop the problem being? So you open notes, then if you click this, if you've got notes open and you click this, notes is open. If it's true and you click that, you just want to say no, right? I need to make it look like I haven't been here, like I haven't touched anything. If notes is open and you click that, you don't want anything to happen. If it isn't open and you click that, you just want nothing, you want it to stop. And what did I say I need to do when you've got rid of that? Busy work, I better just cover my tracks. It's a little puzzle being made before your very eyes. Cool, right. I don't know if you can hear that, right, but the player's footstep sounds. I need to be able to disable that. Okay. Bingo. Activation of busy work. I'll just cover my tracks and I'll go to IAME. So if you want to open this, nothing happens. If you want to open this, he says no. If you do that and then that, he says nah. And then that. Awesome, diamond never expects a thing. Cool, although I just need to reactivate the inventory. And we're almost there, apart from I obviously get rid of these. What am I doing? I'm going to jump in and steal the action list from here again. Take you guys with me over to here. Interactions. So fade that out, bring that back up, and do that. Okay. I think that's more or less it. The only other thing to do is jump into here and make a new marker. No, player start, sorry. Call that player start from computer. Okay. Previous scene, if the previous scene name is Diane Computer. Okay, I've saved that. I'm pretty happy with what's going on there. I'm just going to switch over to my be right back sort of screen for 1 second because I want to instigate the thing where she leaves without spoiling it for everybody. So give me 1 second and I will I'll be back. Right, sorry about that. I just had to sort of make her leave without ruining the game for everyone. Okay, so she's gone, so let's test this whole little bit. Okay, so that's been probably should be on here somewhere. So you can click about, read that little funny thing, get rid of that, read that little funny thing, get rid of that. Bingo, so the activation code is busy work. I better just cover my tracks and then I'll go tell Amy. So we want to open that back up and that back up. Awesome, Diane will never suspect a thing. Okie doke. Well, there we go. Cool. I do think that when we have on start here, should probably fade the camera in, shouldn't it? Unless that's not a player start thing, is it? Yeah. From computer, fade in or activate. There we go. Get rid of that. Cool. That's pretty much done then. Save that, as Weenie says. Yeah, I need to change what her screen looks like here, obviously. Because this bears no resemblance now to what's actually happening. I need to add some more sound effects, some actual sound effects, like a nice little ding for the sort of error sound on the computer. And that's about it. And then this scene is more or less that I haven't done her full conversation yet, but once I've added her discussion conversation thing, which I don't think will be a stream thing because that's a bit spoilery, I suppose. Yeah, then that's another room done, and we'll move onwards. Cool. So I think I'm probably going to knock it on the head there. It's 4 o'clock here. I'm going to go and maybe eat a snack. So look, thanks for watching, guys. I know it's Saturday afternoon. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for keeping me company whilst I've been going out my mind slowly, but that's been pretty productive. So yeah, cool. Look, have a good one. Take care. See you next time. Bye.